Good evening. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back to the Mango Grow for your daily analysis video on Bitcoin and Chainlink. It's a beautiful brand new week. It's green outside and Bitcoin with a green week as well. A strong weekly close. We got the close we were looking for. The close that we talked about in yesterday's video. This has some bullish implications. I'll be talking about that in today's video. I'll also be talking about a trade that I took yesterday that gave me a quick 10% profit. I'll be talking about why I took that trade, how I took that trade, and where I took my profit so that you guys can take similar trades as well. I'll also be talking about Chainlink USD with a strong weekly close as well. We got the close that we were actually worried about not getting this close, right? So we got the close we were looking for over here as well. So we have a lot of interesting things to talk about today. So if you are interested in any of that, you better watch this whole friggin' video. And here we have it, Bitcoin USD on the weekly. Man, I'm sick. Man, I'm tired. But who the hell cares? Because the bulls are back. The bulls are back. The bulls are back. Guys, I know a lot of people were still bearish on this move. You believe it or not, they were still bearish. But all doubt must be put aside. Because with this weekly close, we have confirmation. I know a lot of people were saying that, hey man, with this kind of wick over there, it's still bearish. I wasn't buying it, but I wasn't saying much. I let people have their opinion. But if people still want to be bearish after this weekly close, then maybe I'm just not seeing something. Like over here, guys, over here. Let's go ahead on over to the daily time frame first. We'll come back over to the weekly when you see something like this, all right? And we talked about this previously too, okay? In a few videos prior, in not this situation exactly, but a very similar situation when you have a breakdown, a bearish breakdown like this and an immediate rebottom reversal. That, guys, is a bear trap, all right? It is a confirmed bear trap, especially when you see that follow through all the way to the upside over here. Now, a lot of people, I don't want to say amateur traders, but people who don't know any better are looking at this wick over here and saying, man, that's very bearish. When you see that kind of wick, that looks like rejection. And you know what? It could have been a rejection, but you got to look at the overall context. A lot of people over here were underwater with their positions. A lot of trend traders were trapped, and a lot of this was simply people covering their positions, right? The move to the upside was a short squeeze that was probably sold into by the longs that were probably taking profits or other short takers over there. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. I'll be digressing. Let's get on back over to the weekly. What do we have over here? The weekly close we were looking for. We'll switch on over to our mango ribbon. What exactly were we looking for? I'm so congested. I can't keep up the same pace I usually do. Apologies for that. Alright, so let's get back to it. Here we have the 10 SMA, the 21 EMA, Bitcoin in one fell goddamn swoop, taking back the 21 EMA, taking back the Kijun, taking back the 10 SMA. This is what makes it so interesting, right, guys? While we were living in this range over here, you guys remember we were playing the range 8,700, 8,200, and 7,700, right? We said that, okay, guys, if we are playing the range, if we want to get bullish early, the very lowest level you can get bullish is if the weekly closes above the 8,500 region. We not only close over the 8,500 region on the weekly, we close over the 9,000-ish region on the 21 EMA, as well as the 9,200 on the 10 SMA. That is very important, guys, because if you go ahead and look at this region over here, right, you can see that ever since we lost the weekly 10 SMA over here on the 12th of August, we never managed to close above it, all right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks before I finally said, all right, that's enough. I'm switching bearish as well. You guys remember on this weekly close when we lost the 10K as well, I took my short that I didn't have the discipline to hold on to, unfortunately, and we dumped right after, right? As you can see, we had the right read on the market, and over here, we just retook that 10 SMA, retook the 21 EMA. Now all that's left is for us to retake that 10K as well. Hey, one step at a time, right? Bitcoin with this move over here was bullish enough. Let's go ahead and clear out all of this for now. Put on our horizontals that we were looking at, and what do we have? This diagonal trend line. You guys know I don't like diagonals too much, but it has confluence with the other things that we are looking for too, right? We closed above it, closing above the 10 SMA, closing above the 21 EMA, closing above this diagonal trend line as well, and looks like we might come down to test that. We'll talk about that very, very soon. That does line up, I do believe, with the 10 SMA on the weekly. Yup, that would be a beautiful, beautiful test, and that does line up with something else too that I will be talking about very, very soon. But you know what, I do want to check on something. When you zoom out of this chart over here, right, everybody's looking at this as a falling channel. Everybody's looking at this as a falling channel that broke to the upside. But if you zoom out, what does this look like, guys? Does this not look like a freaking bull flag? It does, and we may have a measured move on this. Let's go ahead and do this a little bit. This may actually end up being a little bit ridiculous. What does that? That looks about right. Let's go ahead and measure that up with our breakout point, and this may actually be something very, very ridiculous. Actually, no, not too ridiculous at all. 19,700. Jesus Christ, that actually lines up perfectly with the wick of our goddamn high. How symmetrical and beautiful can technical analysis be sometimes? You gotta love that. We're gonna leave that on the chart here. Now, do I think Bitcoin's actually gonna go straight up to 9,600, 9,700? Of course not. I think we're gonna take it one step at a time. Do I actually think we're gonna go up there at all? Well, that is a conversation for another time. Let's talk about things that are happening as of right now. We will readdress this sometime, perhaps this week. I want to think about this, but hey, this could very well happen. Okay, there is a technical case to be made for this to happen. Yes, it could take its time, but hey, it's on the table. It's on the freaking table. Okay, so here we have the weekly. Let's switch on over to the lower time frames because I do want to talk about a trade that I took. Let's switch on over to the 4 hour. Let's get some equilibrium on this. The charts are looking a little ugly right now. Okay, cool. So we did talk about this trade on the Mango Telegram group. By the way, guys, if you guys are not yet in the Mango Telegram group, go ahead and join. You guys are missing out on some really, really good discussions. So we talked about how we took a trade over here, right over here in the Mango Telegram group. I took my first entry over here, and the reason I did that was because after a strong impulsive move, a test on the 4 hour 10 SMA. This is one of my strategies, a trend trading strategy that by the way, for those of you guys who are in the Mango Seed program, I will be posting the deep trend analysis module very, very soon, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I just have to do the editing. That may take me a while. So this is going to be one of the strategies included in that. Okay, so by the way, this is one of the strategies that we talked about in the Mango Telegram group as well. Public access for all of you guys for now public access. I will be probably shutting down very, very soon. So we took that, right? Now I did have confluence on this as well with the mango wine, and when I have the mango wine confluencing with me, especially in a bullish setting, and you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that, right? Robert is probably laughing at me. Krisha is probably laughing at me over there. Right over here, right? The perfect long entry. Right over there, we had the perfect long entry lining up with a, I was able to add on to my trade at 9,200 and giving us a very, very, very nice profitable trade right after that. A good, it wasn't exactly 10%, a good 8.8%. In fact, I got only like around 8.5%. I didn't really sell the wick. I said 10% more for dramatic effect at the beginning of the video. Okay, so that's the reason why I took that trade, right? Remember, impulsive move after a strong impulsive move, the first test on the 4 hour 10 SMA, right, is a very, very good trade opportunity. Does it need to happen all the time? No. It doesn't need to work out all the time? No, it doesn't need to work out all the time, but it has a good enough win rate that in the long run you are going to become profitable. Now there's another setup that seems to be working out that we talked about in the Mango Telegram group that I posted interested in the mango seed earlier this morning. Right when we reached over here, it was a short opportunity that you could have taken, as well as a long opportunity if you're looking to get in on the trade if you missed, right? I talked about how let's go ahead and switch on over to the right mango ribbon template. Okay, so what you're going to be looking at now is this purple trend line over here, as well as this green trend line over here. Okay, now one of my plays is that when you see these two cross over here, I look for a test of the yellow trend line. All right, so when you see the purple cross and the green cross, okay, the bullish cross, when you get this bullish cross, I typically look for a bearish I don't want to say bearish test, but you're looking for a bearish move onto the 21 EMA. We talked about this in the morning, and we're seeing that pan out as we speak. Right now, I was a little hesitant as to whether I would see that or not. Mostly because Bitcoin is looking a little bullish, but you got to stick to your guns, right? I was very tempted to add on this trend line over here. Why this orange, not the trend line, but this orange horizontal line? The reason I have this orange horizontal line marked over here is mainly because it is the line of resistance or support of this consolidation. Okay, but now again, this consolidation line over here, this support line or resistance line over here that you're looking at, this thick line over here, is a higher time frame line, right? On the 4 hour, oops, not 4G, what the hell is 4 hour? On the 4 hour time frame, we are looking for a test on the 21 yellow trend line over here. So we could very well wick onto that, right? Get the test, wick, and close above that horizontal. That's what I would be looking for. If we get that, that'd be the most perfect and beautiful play. But hey, it does need to turn out perfect. And will we actually even see that? Let's switch on over to a mango ribbon. We haven't really lost the 10 SMA, but we're living underneath it, right? We closed above and we opened underneath it. I would be leaning towards us getting that test of the 21 EMA, and I'd be looking to take a long over there. Now let's go ahead and see what's going on the daily. We'll turn on a mango ribbon, and yep, we did talk about this. We closed over the Kijun on this very strong move that morning, and we are now living well above it. We've confirmed a candle above it, tested it, and got that confirmation. Let's go ahead and look at the Ichimoku. Have we closed inside the cloud? I doubt it. Yep, we haven't closed inside the cloud, using the cloud as resistance as of now. God, I love the cloud. As you guys can see, we do have a lot of support underneath us, right? The Kijun, the 200 MA on the daily, the Tenkin. I do believe the 200 EMA is underneath there as well. Perfect. And the 21 EMA. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Bitcoin crushing all these levels of resistance. You guys don't understand. The Tenkin, the 21 EMA, the 200 EMA, the 200 MA, the Kijun. These guys were all resistances that were crushed within a few hours. What is this indicative of? This is indicative of a strong trend. Trending on what, you might be asking? You might be saying, Sean, we are trending down, man. What do you mean by this? Well, yes, we might have been trending down on the daily, also on the weekly, but the monthly trend was well intact, very well intact. And by the way, guys, again, for those of you guys who are on the seed program, please go ahead and watch the most upcoming module. I do talk about this in far more detail, trends within trends, and it'll make a lot more sense to a lot of you as to why I was building my long position over here. It may have looked like I was playing counter trend, but I wasn't at all. It's hard, right? Especially when everybody is bearish, and a lot of people were in that kind of like, oh man, I told you so, Sean, kind of mindset, and the undertone of the conversations. But you have to stick to your guns. If you guys do remember, for all of you who have been following me ever since the 3K zone, if you guys do remember, I took my big trade all the way from 3K all the way to the top here because of the monthly time frame. All right, now this again, did I know I was going to get this big win, right? The $3,000 pump? No, I did not know, man. I could have very well lost out on that trade, right? You're not going to win every time, but you stick to your process, and in the long run, I'm talking about months and months, you're going to get those big winners that make your year, right? You just need one or two of these trades, man. Jesus Christ. So anyways, going back to what I was talking about, what the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, we're talking about all the resistance that Bitcoin crushed in one fell swoop, right? The reason I was talking about a trend is because when something is trending, right, support and resistance mean very little. Yes, you will start to stop there on the lower time frames, and in this case the low time frames were the daily and even the weekly. I know it sounds absurd to say the weekly was a lower time frame, but in relation to the monthly, the weekly was a lower time frame, right? And we've been talking about how the monthly time frame, I was expecting that test of the weekly 21 EMA and the 10 SMA for the longest time. That's how we took this trade too. We got exactly the same symmetrical trade, guys. All right, so now we can talk about Chainlink, and here we have Chainlink USD on the weekly. And as you guys are aware, for those of you guys who have been following us on the Chainlink trade, we were concerned about this $2.50 region. We wanted Chainlink to close above that, and we weren't so sure Chainlink would do it. The prior 2 weeks, Chainlink, yes, broke it to the upside, lived above it, but closed the week underneath. Then the following week too, teasing us, and this week I was worried it would do the same thing. And since the Bitcoin chart, Chainlink against the Bitcoin chart looked weak too, I was like, hey man, guys, I gave you guys a heads up, right? A quick update video yesterday, even though I was feeling very, very crappy, like my throat, everything was hurting. I was like, I had to give you guys an update, and hey, I'm glad it didn't come to that. I'm glad we closed above, right? And this actually would suggest for the upside. Now, what would have been great was if we even closed above this region over here, but it's not. We're living above it right now, as you can see. It's not a death sentence at all that we didn't do it, right? We have made a higher high on the weekly. That is extremely bullish, and we closed above this region over here that I was looking for. So that extremely bullish in my opinion. Chainlink on the USD chart looking really good. So why was I concerned about that region? Let's go ahead and do a quick update on what I was talking about yesterday. I do believe it was on the 1 hour time frame, right? It was this area over here. Chainlink was looking very, very like weak on the USD chart, while Bitcoin was looking very strong. And let's go ahead. Yeah, there we go. It's in equilibrium again. God damn it, trading you. Okay, so I was looking at this area here, and I'm like, guys, it's an if this then that. It's funny how people were messaging me on the YouTube channel, leaving messages underneath saying that, hey buddy, how are you liking that short trade? Now actually, that short trade on my Bitcoin pairing, on Chainlink Bitcoin pairing, actually did very well. I got a 10% win on that. Again, guys, when I'm doing these videos, right, I'm not looking to win each time. It's always an if this then that scenario. Okay, if I lose, I lose. Okay, if you guys are looking for a trader who's going to win every single trade, this isn't the channel for you guys. I'm not going to win every single trade. Yes, I won that trade, but I could have lost it, and I'm completely okay with that. People in the Mango community are okay losing trades. If you're not okay losing trades and you want to win all the time, go ahead and find some other crystal ball community. This isn't it for you. So what are we worried about here? We're worried about Bitcoin kind of putting in this descending formation over here, this M-like formation, and breaking down. That would have had a measured move that actually did point somewhere down to our weekly major level, right, which was like kind of concerning. But Bitcoin didn't do that. In fact, it did the opposite. It actually put in, you could say that this was a descending triangle, right, towards the end. Yep, a perfect descending triangle, and then breaking it to the upside. And guys, we talk about this in Mango all the time. A formation, a bearish formation, is simply a probability that of breaking more towards the downside than the upside. It could break to either side, and as you can see, we actually broke to the upside, got the test, and moved on to the upside right over here. So Chainlink looking really good on the USD chart now. Very good actually. If we look at the 10K and the 21 EMA, we have not lost that at all, holding it strong. The 21 EMA coming and lining up with that weekly level that we really like. So we're going to find support over there. I don't think we're going to lose that anytime soon. Yep, so we have a high over here, a high or low. Look, everything's looking really good. Okay, on Chainlink, nothing to worry about. If you guys are in the USD trend trade, very well and good. Now, unfortunately, I am not in my link trade anymore. I am looking to get back in. Let me give you guys a rundown on what happened. Here we have Chainlink on the BTC chart, right? So I did take a short trade yesterday, as you guys know, and I closed right here on this green box, right? I took my profits. Okay, I didn't get the entire wick. Of course, I don't get the. I never try to get the entire you shouldn't. Every now and then you will, but take your profits according to your criteria, and I did that. And what I should have done, was flipped long immediately. Okay, that's what I should have done, but I didn't do that because I was kind of worried about this region over here, the 21 EMA being overhead, and the way Bitcoin was reacting. I was kind of concerned, but what I should have done was look at the 2-day time frame. And it's funny because I actually used Chainlink as an example while analyzing a trend for the seed module earlier yesterday, and I still wasn't able to catch it. Okay, it was so stupid. It was just let's say a psychological misstep as a trader. Okay, even though you may have your technical analysis on point, you may make a psychological mistake. And as you can see on the 2-day time frame, everything looks so gorgeous. And as Chainlink keeps trending higher and higher, it's going to do what I talk about on Bitcoin, right? A beautiful chart as it matures is going to go on to the higher and the higher time frames, and you play it on the higher time frames. That's how you get the most of the trade. Unfortunately, I made the mistake and I didn't flip long over here. That's what I should have done. So what you guys need to do is learn from my mistakes. Okay, I'm not only going to talk about my winning trades, I'm going to be talking about my mistakes, because you guys can learn more from that. Okay, you guys will always learn more from other people's mistakes than their victories. Okay, so this was a mistake I made. I should have been looking at this. Look at that. That was beautiful, guys. You have the 21, the 10 kit, and the goddamn Kijun over there. Okay, yes, I closed my short. That was good, but I should have also flipped long and look for that upside, but I had a psychological misstep over there. It's alright. I'm going to be looking for an entry. Let's see where I can get an entry, perhaps on the, yeah. So what I'm going to be looking for now, I missed this entry, right? I'm not going to chase. Okay, you guys should not chase. There are two things I could look for. I'm either going to be looking for a higher low and perhaps look to enter as long as we hold this 10 SMA, or I'll be looking for us to break the 21 EMA on the 4-hour and enter on the retest of that. Okay, that's just, again, I haven't thought about it too much, so please don't just follow me blindly, guys. Do your own analysis. Think about what I'm saying. Think about the psychology of what I'm saying, and then trade off that. So I think this video has gone on long enough. I don't want to extend it too much. I kind of talked about Bitcoin a lot today, so that's pretty much it, right? We talked about Chainlink USD. Chainlink USD is looking really good. You guys have very little to do on that. Okay, looking good on the weekly, looking good on the daily. Chainlink BTC also looking on the daily. Chainlink BTC not the best just yet. It'd be good if we take the daily 21 EMA, okay, which lines up with the 4-hour 21 EMA, I do believe, as well, somewhere around there. So all of that will line up. The good trade was off the 2-day, so that's Chainlink. On Bitcoin, let's go ahead and do a quick recap before I end up this video. We talked about the daily, right? How we cleared the Kijun. This pink line over here, by the way, guys, is the bottom of this consolidation area. As you can see, Bitcoin finding support over there. So hey, if Bitcoin keeps finding support over there, I may not actually get that. My thesis may not play out where we come and test the 4-hour 21 EMA, but who knows? Maybe the 4-hour 21 EMA comes around to this region. But hey, that was actually pretty close, right? Bitcoin having a lot of support, and there's a lot of people who need to cover their shorts. There's a lot of there's going to be a lot of buy pressure, right? A lot of buy pressure. People who are trend traders who are trying to get back into position, who missed out on the position, and a lot of shorters who are underwater, who are going to try to get out of their underwater positions at a less of a loss. And by the way, guys, please don't blindly follow any trade ideas that I talk about in these videos. I am not your financial advisors. You guys got to do your own research and think about your trades, think about your own risk management. Again, you guys need to understand that I don't have that much pressure on me anymore. I have a very profitable trade sitting all the way down from around 7,600 region, right? I'm deep in the profits. I've also taken a profitable trade over here, right? Yesterday, a 10% trade. So as this keeps progressing, as I have more and more profitable trades, I'm getting de-risked more and more. So your situation will be completely different. Oh, by the way, I do want to mention about how the mango vine called the top over here on the 4-hour very well as well. Let's go ahead. Here it is, the mango vine indicator, and here for those of you who do have access to mango vine, you guys know exactly what this yellow means when it flashes yellow, especially on the 4-hour. You guys know how much weight I put on the 4-hour time frame on the mango vine, right? I know the 1 hour has been getting Robert's gonna be like, Sean, it's the 1 hour, man, it's the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour has been nailing it. Holy shit, man, especially throughout so many short opportunities, right, that I should have been taking, but I didn't throughout the consolidation. Even long opportunities whenever it did show up. So over here, the mango vine, I'm giving you that warning signal that to take profits if you are already in a long trade. And the 1 hour call was somewhere around where was right over here. In fact, the 1 hour is giving you a call right now as well, right? But as you guys know, like, I'm not as aggressive. What I'd like to see, okay, so I took this one over here. Now I'll actually be considering taking this one over here, especially since we are seeing that strength of this pink line, and the wine is telling us to accumulate a position. But what the real strong trade that I'm really going to add on is when the 4-hour wine gives us that signal to add to our trade. Okay, when I get that, I'm going to be adding for sure. That's the one I really love. So we have the 1 hour signaling long, we have the 2 hour who's also signaling long now, and the 3 hour, yep. So we have the 1 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. I'm not going to go through all of these with you guys, but hey, you guys get the idea. That's it for today, guys. I don't want to extend this video any longer. It's already gotten far too long. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A really good, strong start to the week. Bitcoin looking good. Chainlink looking good. Our profits are looking good. Throw a like, throw a subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.